see a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Washington State's offense will take the field first. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David. And then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Let's step back here and chat a little Washington State. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement. You create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that they come in right away.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Washington State will have to boot it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So BYU's offense will get the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
Using his legs, it's Mayo. Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. And some room to work. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Line gets set, first down. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Power football with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And they will score! the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield, it's Woods. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Makes the grab. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I would...
Touchdown, Cougar! A great catch and run for 6. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Here comes the Wazzu offense onto the field again. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First play of the period, 1st down here. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The give on the inside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Washington State sends out the punt unit. Makes the catch at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great
There he goes! They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Cougars have their offense in high gear. They'll try it over the left side.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making the play.
They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. And the Cougars come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Gets rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To the ground with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. With the run on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the cornerback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
Makes the catch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Washington State will have to boot it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires one high and deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to the ground. Really good pickup on second down there. Leads them with 3rd and 2. And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Gets it out quickly. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. He rifles one deep to the left. And incomplete on the deep ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Got his man downfield. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Washington State, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
Washington State offense will take over 1st and
10. The run to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in San Antonio, and we've had a lively first half.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal.
Love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all. Came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, he's just more of the same here in the 2nd half.
I agree. And if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, the strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game, punctuating this season.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Running to Green. Turning it on. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal blocking the back. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll try the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Can't get him to the ground. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. BYU has this offense clicking. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Gets it past the marker. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Obviously, this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. Got his man on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Now on 2nd and goal. Send the tight end in motion. Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, BYU! And they take it in for 6 more points. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. On the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
On the move from inside is 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, that's the corner's 2nd sack of the game now, and he's doing a great job at the line of scrimmage, not telegraphing that he's blitzing. He's keeping his eyes on the receiver. Right when the ball is snapped, he uses his speed to get in the backfield to bring the quarterback down.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He gets a block. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. How about that blocking up front and that running game from last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David.
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Gonna run it. It's Mayo. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got it.
Got it in stride inside the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The give to the back. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll do it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
BYU 38, Washington State 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Wazzu offense onto the field again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Gives it on the option. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Steps away. QB got it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Pulls and fires complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, you know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows. He's got 97 yards rushing here in the fourth quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. BYU with the 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Cougars have this offense rolling. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Cougar. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
He's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Fires to the right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Washington State sends out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He's going to get loose. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
He'll pull it on the read. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cougar!
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. There's the pressure. And the Heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. Washington State will have to boot it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. They're going to run it to the right. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Nice job to make a fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here's a Heat. Finds a tight end. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Here's a throw downfield late. And they dialed up a shot play. Couldn't hook up. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. The running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it.
We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Cincinnati's offense will go to work first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Snagged in the middle. It's Caldwell. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They're going to run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they'll looking to throw, it's Stockton. Grabbed in the middle, it's Young. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks, it's Young. And it's a first down, they'll mark it at the 44.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
That's caught. It's Young. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Fires to the middle. Got a man. It's Bell. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. And the Bulldogs are on the move. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Branch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Quickly complete. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. He makes a grab. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Third down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short, now set up in a first and goal situation.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. Second down now. A little more space for the offense. Backed up. A little more.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again with that. catch. That's
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Runs through a tackle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Just spectacular technique to break up that pass. This dog played it like a champ.
You're absolutely right, and this is why. Because when you play it,
Breaks away on the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
one of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Tagged out of the air. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here in the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Bearcats! They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hand off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got it in the middle. It's dealt. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I love the route there by the tight end and man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
To the air, it's Stockton. It's complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
That's an absolute strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air on second down. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position. Touchdown, Dogs! Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. the running back and leave it with him. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And the Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Pryor. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Dumps it to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Pryor. He'll be stopped.